You could play Minecraft for 1,000 years and never see what you're about to see. Buried deep in the game's code are glitches, world seeds, and freak accidents so rare most players don't even know they exist. But today, I'm pulling back the curtain on Minecraft's most impossible events, from bugged portals and broken loot drops to strongholds in places they should never be. These are the secrets Mojang never meant for you to find. This might be the rarest way anyone's ever died in Minecraft. Back in 2013, a player named Delkick was waiting on a server, low on health, and hoping someone would bring him food. At the exact same time, another player was building and lighting a nether portal in the nether, at the exact coordinates where Delkick was standing in the overworld. The moment that the player stepped through the portal, it spawned a linked portal in the overworld, right where Delkick was. Instantly, he was crushed and killed by the newly generated obsidian. The timing, precision, and sheer unlikeliness of this happening make it one of the rarest and weirdest deaths ever recorded in Minecraft history. In 2015, one of the rarest natural anomalies in Minecraft was ever discovered. In version 1.8.8, a player found an end portal that had all 12 Eyes of Ender already placed, completely generated by the world itself, but strangely, the portal wasn't lit. At the time, no one had ever seen this happen before, and it was completely undocumented. It turned out to be a bizarre bug. Fully filled portals wouldn't activate if they were generated naturally. This issue was quietly fixed in version 1.9. I recently found out something crazy. Minecraft's mob loot is actually influenced by the world seed. That means load the same seed twice and kill the same mob under the same conditions. It will drop the exact same loot every time, and on this particular seed, something wild happens. If you go to the nether and kill 6 specific wither skulls in a row, each one drops a wither skull. That's 6 skulls, enough to spawn 2 withers, just like that. Earlier this year, 2 Minecraft players, Damduck and Pac-Man MVC, stumbled upon what might be the rarest end portal generation glitch ever discovered. On a specific seed and at this specific set of coordinates, they found a stronghold with a lava-filled floor, which is already incredibly uncommon. But what makes this truly mind-blowing is some of the end portal frame blocks had been replaced with regular stone, yet the portal was still fully lit. Normally, that shouldn't be possible. This bizarre glitch only occurred because of a perfect alignment between a naturally completed 12-eye portal and a nearby lava pool, triggering a 1 in a billion overlap that forced the portal to activate under these impossible conditions. It's a generation bug so rare that it may never happen again. Deep in the code of Minecraft's early days lies one of the rarest and most bizarre glitches, the Farlands. Before version beta 1.8, travelling over 12 million blocks from the centre of the world would cause the terrain generation to break down, creating towering, jagged walls of just land that stretch in endlessly in surreal, chaotic patterns. These glitchy landscapes weren't meant to exist, and with a result of floating point precision errors in the game's terrain algorithm, Mojang eventually patched them out, making the Farlands a piece of Minecraft history and something most players will never see without mods or very old versions of the game. On this seed, something absolutely crazy happens. A chest spawns directly inside a mob spawner. This glitch occurs because a mob dungeon generated right on top of an abandoned mineshaft, and the spawner happened to occupy the same exact block as the chest minecart. Clever Reddit user crunched the numbers and estimated the odds of this happening to be around 1 in 4.8 million. To put that into perspective, if you search one dungeon every 5 minutes, it will take you over 46 years to find this. In almost every Minecraft world, strongholds are hidden deep underground, buried beneath layers of stone and dirt. They're meant to be challenging to find, usually requiring Eyes of Ender and a bit of luck to locate. But in this incredibly strange seed, something unusual happens. The stronghold isn't underground at all. Instead, it sits right at the surface of the ocean, partially exposed and clearly visible above the water. That means you can spot parts of the structure, like stone brick walls and the library, just by flying over or swimming nearby. Iron golems are normally the protectors of villages, built to defend villagers from zombies, pillagers, and other threats. But in an extremely rare and quite ironic twist, they can actually turn on the very villagers they're meant to protect. After ending a successful pillager raid, villagers will shoot fireworks to celebrate. But if one of those fireworks accidentally hits and damages a nearby iron golem, the golem sees it as an attack and will immediately retaliate. Minecraft has tons of achievements, but one stands out as the ultimate challenge: how did we get here? This advancement requires the player to have all 26 status effects active at the same time, including some of the hardest to get, like levitation, bad omen, and even the obscure dolphin's grace. It's not just about potions. You'll need rare mobs and precise timing, and often very complex setups to pull it off. Because of how extreme the requirements are, this achievement is widely considered to be the hardest and rarest. Most players assume that once you reach the outer end islands, they just keep generating randomly forever. But that's not actually true. Thanks to quirks in Minecraft's terrain generation algorithm, the end is structured in massive repeating rings that stretch out millions of blocks from the center. These rings start forming at around 370,000 blocks out, and they continue infinitely. It's a bizarre and fascinating pattern that most players don't even know exists. I actually made a full video breaking down how they work. Feel free to check that out if you want a deeper dive.